Welcome back to another episode of Charm City Beat. We're back. We talk wins or losses here, and what a way to lose on Sunday, man. We started off so strong. In fact, the offense pretty much stayed put together most of the damn game until, well, like I said, we're going to get into this episode. There's a lot that happened, but for starters, the Ravens blow a historic 21-point lead in the fourth quarter. Weird way to begin the season, Ross. Weird way, man.
Yeah. I was unfortunately there. I probably hurt a little more as I had to hear M&T turn into South Beach, whatever they call their stadium down there now. I was telling Jared before we started, all the AFC East fans are coming out of the woodworks now that Papa Brady's not around anymore to scare him down. So, yeah, it wasn't good. First time that happened in NFL.
Yeah.
I heard. Not the best time to be the first time to do something.
Yeah, it's like, of course the Ravens, when they lose, they got to lose in spectacular fashion. Like, there's no great way to lose. Like, when the Ravens games are always amazing. You have Lamar Jackson breaking Vic's most 100-yard rushing games for a quarterback, only to fall flat by breaking another record, losing, but, such a...
Barely talking about Lamar breaking that record.
What was that?
Barely talking about Lamar breaking that record because we lost.
Yeah, it should have been a storybook win. It should have been in the books early. We should have had Huntley out there throwing in the fourth, but no. A lot of things happened, but let's talk about it a little bit. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and absolutely atrocious here. You had Lamar Jackson. Mr. Action Jackson went off 21 of 29 for passes for 318 yards on 3 touchdowns, had 142.6 passer rating, adding 119 rushing yards, and another score on 9 carries. The man was out there like a video game character. Everything was clicking on offense. It's just so heartbreaking to go back through it.
Yeah. Well, I will say he did have a 1-drop snap.
Yeah.
At the goal line.
That's true.
On fourth down.
Weird.
But no, yeah. Like I said, in years past, that 70 whatever yard QB option he broke down the field, that's nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
That's him breaking the record, nail in the coffin, game over. Let's go. MVP chance coming up again. We all know it.
It's great. I'm watching this game and I'm also working at the same time, and it was great not to hold your breath while we're passing. The passing game looked in sync. We had dudes out there catching the ball like with ease, and it was great. It was great to watch. The defense, the only thing I will say about the offense before we move on, the rushing game outside of Lamar Jackson is very sus. And even still, Lamar Jackson had the one big run. That was a majority of his rushing total. Kenyon Drake and Justice Hill missing wide-ass holes. Pause. But, the ball carrier vision is just missing. It's just missing out there. And, yeah. J.K. Dobbins is in desperate need, man.
He is. I unfortunately don't think we get him again this week. Did not sound promising, despite that he's been fully participating. I believe it is close from what Harbaugh was saying, but do not expect him this week.
Yeah. And what is the status of Gus Edwards? Like, where are we at with him?
We had to wait until at least week 4 for him to come back because he started on the IR. So he possibly could be back closely after he comes back, week 5, 6-ish, I believe. But he was already going to be out the first 4 weeks just based on his IR status to start the season.
Yeah. No, I just, again, I think, a lack of a running game, it's just being able to control the clock. Of course, great. Yeah, we're scoring. We scored a lot of drives. We had a lot of scoring drives, but I mean, a steady run game is going to make this defense, I mean, this offense one-dimensional in a weird way. I mean, of course, yes, we have the X factor, Lamar Jackson, but he can, I mean, he probably can if he needed to, but we can't expect him to carry the running game. That's just not something that's sustainable long term. So hopefully we see JK soon. Now, moving on to defense, I mean, you have a lack of pass rush outside of Houston's 1 sack. And I remember I was hyped as shit when that happened. I can only imagine the bang how that was. I mean, that, you know, and I'm thinking, okay, it's great. We're great. But then, you know, it kind of slowed up. The lack, you know, the miscommunications in the secondary. You know, we have thin depth at the outside linebacker position. And that's why, you know, we had a good signing, you know, Jason Pierre-Paul. Hopefully he can add to that because that's what allowed Tua to go off. You know, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill had career days out there in the fourth quarter, mostly alone, which is wild.
Yeah.
It's just insane to me.
Yeah, I mean, start the game off, we had both our corners back there playing. Unfortunately, I mean, Peters was already on a pitch count, basically. And also, I mean, we had to, but why do we have our cornerback coming from an ACL on Tyreek Hill? I understand no one else was around because Marlon Humphreys wasn't playing a lot in the fourth quarter, which led to Armar Johnson over there playing flat with Hamilton behind him. Unfortunately, our first round pick blew the coverage compared to our third. He was supposed to. Hamilton said it was his fault. He knew he said he meant it. He came out, he said he got to get better.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what happens when you have two rookies playing on one side of the field against Jalen Waddles and Tyreek Hills right now, who are two of the fastest wide receivers in the league right now.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a very scary offense when it starts clicking. And I mean, they took advantage of just inexperience, miscommunications, and just it's something they have to clean up, essentially, you know. And hopefully Marcus Peters, you know, another week, you know, got some game reps in, and now hopefully he's in a better position. I mean, again, going into this week, we're not exactly taking on the exact same team. We're looking at a Patriots team who just love to methodically march down the field. So I don't think the threat of them just flying over our heads is going to be as prevalent this week. But what do you think about the Patriots, man? What do you think?
I don't know. What I was hearing today is back-to-back weeks, they have come out in two completely different looking offenses. One week they're coming out spread. Next another week they're coming out big package. I mean, they lost to the same Dolphins team. I mean, they were led in wide open pass rush, which even teams who have done that before. I mean, Christ, we just played the Dolphins team, who I'm pretty sure lost both their tackles before the game. They get one sack. I mean, it's the Patriots. I mean,
it's Bill Belichick.
Steelers, but they also lost to the Dolphins.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, again, one thing we do know for certain: the Ravens' offense, it's on. I don't think the Patriots honestly have the offensive firepower to keep up with the Ravens' offense. To be honest with you, now again, if they come out and spread and decide to just dart it up the field, and we have the same miscommunications, we might be having a different conversation next week. But I think I don't know. I have confidence. I think this is a bounce back week. I definitely do. I think they're motivated by how ugly the loss was. I think that's not a, you know, season defining loss at all. I don't at all. So I expect them to fully bounce back.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, as much as we like to be a Baltimore, if the running game's not working, just keep passing the ball. That's what happened in the Miami game. One, you could almost see it. We were trying to run the ball, it wasn't working, and then all of a sudden they started coming back, and then oh crap, we had a 21-point lead. We kind of started shutting it down, and now you have to ramp back up. Usually doesn't go well for the team who has to ramp it back up.
Yeah.
So if the running game isn't going, it's just keep passing the ball. Just make
Yeah.
that the running game. Short passes. Look what Bateman did with the slant.
Yeah. It's not that hard, you know. Get what
Against
you
the
can.
Dolphins' best cornerback. Slant and go to the house.
It's that simple.
Do your favorite little rub routes, whatever, your little outs, your short pass. This running game ain't working. That could be your running game.
Yeah. I think it's that simple. I mean, again, we're passing great. We have hungry ass receivers that want to make, name for himself. Lamar Jackson's on the revenge tour. It's still here. He's playing for Lord knows almost $500,000. So, we're going to get some gameplay out of him. It's just up to the defense to hopefully slow down that offense. But I don't know. It's Bill Belichick. We've been watching him for a very, very long time. So, I mean, you just never know. But, we're going to give out a game ball. I mean, win or lose, you get a game ball. Game ball goes to Lamar Jackson, obviously, the heart of the team. Expect another high-powered performance from him. But, no, we're on to the Patriots. Putting the Dolphins behind us. On to the Patriots. That does it for me and Ross. Actually, before I go, anything else you want to say, man?
No, just like you said earlier, man. Hopefully the physical goes well. We should have JPP officially on the team by Monday. So hopefully that'll help with the pass rush. Everyone say, hey, he was good last year with the Bucks. He's about pretty sure he's the same age as Von Miller.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's had injuries, but what else do we have?
Yeah.
We're still winning for Ojabo. He might be here this season, but we need something. We need this man to do something.
That's who we need.
To be fair, though, if you look at the deeper stats from what I read, the Dolphins actually were running away from him, which technically means he was doing something, but he needs to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, we definitely, like I said, we need to get pressure. The NFL's a passing league, and if you're not getting to the quarterback, you're not applying pressure. You're just asking for problems. I mean, again, it's no fault of theirs. I mean, the depth at outside linebacker is dramatically thin. We have two guys to rush all day. Justin Houston and Odafe Owe. I mean,
and Malik Harris is playing outside linebacker. We have Tyus Bowser still needs to come back from injury. We need him back.
Yeah, I mean, you have Bowser out. I mean, it's incredibly thin.
No, it worked, and it worked one time against the Jets. But can I stop seeing our 300-something pound defensive lineman dropping into coverage? I'm pretty sure they had Matabike drop into coverage at one point this week. I mean, Christ, last week against the Jets, we had Michael Pierce dropping into coverage. I get you're trying to confuse them, but can we?
That feels weird.
See that anymore?
Yeah, it's just a waste of space. You're opening up for a tight end or anything to just attack the middle. Because I mean, let's be honest here, us big guys were not.
Rush 4. No more rushing 2. Stop rushing 2. We don't have that. Yeah. Rush 4.
Rush 4. Be smart. Win more. That is where we're gonna end it here. But nope, it's on to the Patriots. So that does it for me and Ross. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned because we'll be back next week to talk about the game and preview the next. Have a good night.